Okay, good day, brothers and sisters. This is Anthony Moore for Your Money More, and I am going to make this one brief. And we're going to talk about a fundamental, necessary, common sense requirement we absolutely must have for these politicians, these elected officials, these supposed to be public servants. And it transcends race, it transcends political party, and this requirement is that they answer the question that is asked directly and straightforwardly. Because they be dancing around answering questions. I mean, the way these politicians, the way that they dance around answering straightforward questions instead of calling them politicians, we might as well call them dance-statisticians because that's what they be doing. Dancing, 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 dancing. I mean, they might as well go on Dancing with the Stars. I mean, if you're going to dance, go somewhere and dance. Go somewhere, do something inconsequential that don't have an impact on people's lives. Because, see, the thing is, this dancing that these politicians do, it reflects a greater rot, a greater dysfunction within our political system within the United States of America, which is contributing to the decimation of us having a functioning democracy. Because if you look at these Sunday political shows, Meet the Press, Face the Nation, etc., whenever these politicians are asked a question and they feel that to answer it honestly would not be politically advantageous, or more specifically, it would be possibly politically disadvantageous. Oh, they dance, they skirt. I mean, they dance and skirt around answering straightforward questions. And the fact that these shows allow them to dance around answering questions is a testament to our bought off, corrupted media, where you only got like maybe a handful of companies. I mean, all these news medias are owned by like maybe four, at the most six different companies, and they profit driven. But you need a functioning democracy, and you need a functioning media that holds these politicians accountable to have a functioning democracy. But since we unfortunately are not able to count on that because of the bought off and corrupted media, just like so much is bought off and corrupted here in this United States of America, we, the people, have to hold these politicians accountable and understand what them not answering questions directly reflects. It reflects that these people don't stand on anything when they are supposed to stand for the people. And see, the reason why they do not answer these questions and they duck and dodge around answering questions is because, like I said, they don't function on principle. They totally go against the very thing that we talked about, which is being a public servant. I understand that most of us, when it comes to these politicians, the last thing we see and the last thing we think of is public servants, because instead of serving the public, they serve up the public like a turkey on Thanksgiving Day to the very interests and powers on which they're supposed to be advocating on the people's behalf against. And it's because we, the people, have allowed it. Because, like I said, because the thing is, they don't want to, a lot of times when they don't answer these questions straightforwardly, they worried about they might lose this. They don't want to upset this particular part of their voting block. They don't want to upset this other part of their particular voting block. Or they don't want to upset this donor. They don't want to upset this potential source of funding. And it's because they worried about winning the next election as opposed to serving the people. But it's about leadership. It's about service. And so you do your homework. You stay in touch with the people. You communicate with the people. And so the people, based on your actions, understand that you have their best interests at heart and you do what you feel is best. But these politicians, they don't stand on nothing. They blow with the wind. They might as well be kites because they go wherever the wind is blowing. So a lot of it comes to the fact that they don't want to be committed to any position because they want to jump. They don't stand on nothing. So they want to jump here, jump there, wherever the wind is blowing, instead of doing their homework, instead of being in touch with their people, and standing strong on what they feel is best for their people. And that's just what it is. And whatever happens based on you knowing that you've done what's best for the people, and you've put yourself in a position to do what's best for the people, including communicating with and talking with and listening to your people and doing the necessary research and talk to the necessary experts in order to be informed to make the right decision. But the way these politicians be dancing, they've turned it into an art form. I mean, the way that these politicians be dancing, it lets me know what it would have been like to see Michael Jackson and Chris Brown dancing on stage together in their primes. That's how well these politicians be dancing. Dancing, 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 dancing. Okay? Instead of being in political office, they might as well be in a ballroom. All right? And speaking of Michael Jackson, see, the reality of the situation is that here in the United States, we are governed by two corrupt, bought off political machines. But in addition to being part of political machines, they might as well, these politicians might as well be part of dancing machines because they do so much dancing. Dancing, 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 dancing. So, for starters, let's have these politicians and mandate and demand that they answer questions directly and are accountable because these positions are all about accountability. Anthony Moore for your money more. Peace.